Putin gives a speech, and you know, he's talking to I mean, you'll see when he's going through it, but he gives a speech about the family nucleus and how America is making a big mistake right now and what's causing a fall. And then we'll get some reaction here from everybody. Go ahead and play the clip if you can. Okay.
И здесь опять лгут постоянно.
Oh, you can't read it, right?
Исторические факты.
If you guys can't read
Не
it, I gotta
прекращают
almost...
нападки на нашу культуру,
Yeah,
на
okay,
русскую православную
go back, turn off the audio. I'll read it on what he's saying. So go back and turn off the audio and put it on 1.5 speed. I'll read it at a fast pace. If you want to press play.
One request.
What's that?
Please read it in a Russian accent.
Hello. Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Yeah.
I already have an accent, let alone a Russian accent.
I mean, I can do it.
Press play. And here they lie constantly, perverts historical facts, do not stop attacks on our culture. The Russian Orthodox Church and other traditional religious organizations of our country see what they do with their own peoples, the destruction of the family, cultural, and national identity. Super slow talker. Perversion, mockery of children, and pedophilia are declared the norm. He's talking about America. Pedophilia is the norm of their life. And priests are forced to bless same-sex marriages. Interesting. God with them, let them do what they want to do. What do I want to say here? Adults have the right to live as they want. We have always thought like this in Russia, and we always will. No one will invade private life. We are not going to do this. So far sounds reasonable, but I want to tell them, look at the Holy Scriptures, the main books of all other religions, world religions, everything is said there. Including that the family is the union of a man and a woman. So they're clapping right now.
I love that.
In the
Great
audience.
Hat. Great hat.
Yeah. But these sacred texts are now in doubt. As it became known, the Anglican Church, for example, plans to consider the idea of gender-neutral God. Oh, my God. What can we say? Forgive us, Lord. They do not know what they do.
Wow. Everybody clap, clap.
Millions of people in the West understand that they are leading to a real spiritual disaster. The elites directly, I must say, go crazy, and it seems that they can no longer be treated. But these are their problems, as I said, and we must protect our children. And we will do this, protect our children from degradation and degeneration. And the speech is over with. So, what are your thoughts about that speech that he gives? Okay? What do you think about it? Okay. So now, Tom, Adam, I'll go to you first. You hear a speech like that he's given, Putin. The commentary is 50-50. I just want to prepare you. The commentary is 50-50. What do you think when you hear him give a speech like that about America?
Well, I think if any leader made a speech like that, we would all kind of be like, oh, yeah, like let's return to normal and let's just, you know, respect religion and you know, we're not going to invade your private lives. I think when a thug like Putin gives that speech, you automatically are like, okay, if you disagree, you'll die. So, again, a lot of what he said makes sense. And by the way, show of hands if you're like a fan of Putin in this room. Okay, so it's not like we have a couple. And just, why are you a fan of Putin? A fan. You like Putin. I get what a fan is, but why are you a fan? You like Russian history. Okay.
You like the Russian history. And are you a capitalist yourself? Are you pro-America or no? You named your boy after Stalin, your son.
Can we get the KGB in here to take this guy out of here?
Where's the key?
By the way, Mono, you're being serious or you're trolling right now? Straight up. You know what I love about this? Yeah. Here's what I love. How long have you been following our content? 2015, 2016, you've been following the content. Okay, so why do you like Putin?
Just what I read about history, like Russia. Yeah, so I read about all of his, like Russia, like Lenin, Stalin.
What are your thoughts on Lenin and Stalin? Fan?
Well, I read their books. Yeah, I read all of them.
So you're a fan?
I'm not a fan. I read all history. I like history. I like America history. I like
I've
Russian
read
history.
Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I read Mein Kampf too.
Nice.
I read
Are you a
Adolf Hitler.
fan?
No, I'm not a fan. I read
Okay.
the book.
Got it. All right.
But,
But
yeah,
you're
I
a
love
fan of
history.
Putin.
I like Russian, German history, every history really.
History.
doesn't-
Okay. How do you view Putin as an individual? Like how he's doing as a leader of his country, and then who he is to us, America. Is he a pro-West? Is he a fan of what we're doing? Or is he a enemy to state number one?
Well, if we had to go to war with them, I would. Like if it was between us and them, I'll put it that way.
Meaning what? You would
Yeah,
be...
I would say I had to fight them.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
but
where
I
were you going
respect
with
him
that,
as a
Adam?
man.
What was your point
Well,
there?
I just wanted to get to read the room because there seems to be this like fascination with Putin, and you can have respect for somebody and even what they stand for, but at the same time understand that he's a bad dude. He wants to bring down America. He wants to bring down the West. He's not on Team America whatsoever. And I think part of our country right now is that whether you're on Team Red or Team Blue, just remember, you should be on Team Red, White, and Blue. And I think that's just something that, you know, who'd we have on the other day? Was it Jimmy Dore that was talking about what Tucker Carlson is saying about Putin? I don't remember if it was him or not, but
Adam, Tom, what do you think about this?
So I believe that that is a political speech, and he was preaching to the choir that was there. That was his military industrial front line there in the first two rows. Medvedev, you could see him sitting right there. And so, number one, I think he's trolling us a little bit. But number one, I think he's trolling us with the reflective truth of one side, because I think he's trying to divide. But I'll have to tell you, if I closed my eyes and I didn't know who was speaking and I heard that, there's a lot of truth in it. And there's a lot of stuff in that I'm like, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's true. This is what we are doing to a generation of children. So I see that part of it, but then I say, okay, why is this guy saying it and saying it now and saying it this way? I think he's trolling and trying to create political division among us.
I agree, and it's like that's like you said, he's rallying the troops back because with everything that's happening right now, he's just reaffirming to all of them where he stands and where they are as a nation.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
And I think he believes,
Yeah.
and I think there's parts of it that he absolutely believes, but I think he's trolling.
So let me ask you, what is the likelihood in the next 20 years that a president from the right or the left or the middle tells that speech in his own or her own way? Would it be more from the left, the right, or the middle?
Oh, it's coming from the right.
Oh yeah.
A speech like that would come from the right.
Here in the U.S., you mean?
Here in the U.S. is
U.S.
what I'm
leader,
talking-
yep.
So what is the right turned on by that speech? Like, what did he say? Did he say low taxes? Did he say pro-military? What did he talk about?
Family
he talked
and kids.
pro-marriage. He talked family values. He talked
God.
God. He talked leave our kids alone. And parents resonate with that story.
Mm-hmm.
It would be great if an American president gave a message like that to protect parents, to say leave our kids the hell alone.
Yep.
That's it. And by the way, I'm willing to tell you, if that presidential candidate is left, right, or center, we would all applaud for that person. It doesn't matter. But somehow, some way, a basic message like that doesn't come from the left, period. And what's going to happen is you're going to piss off moms who are sitting there saying, dude, listen, man, you can do whatever you want to me. Go for it. You cross the line when you mess with my baby, you're going to see a different side of me. You ever seen, like, my wife, if you ever talk to her, I didn't think she was naturally like this nice all the time. She's like this all the time, by the way. I thought it was like an act. Like, I'm like, you can't be like this all the time. There's got to be an act. So, you know, when you date, you get into some fights and you see a different side. Now, I've seen some sides. I'm like, okay, cool, there you go. So, you know, the breaking point, you do something to any of her kids, Jen goes from straight up playing with her hair like this. Yeah. Look what she's doing right now, playing with her hair. She goes from that to straight up, Mara Salvatrucha, like gangster coming out, you know, so a whole different person shows up. She's ready to, you know, throw down. But that's what's happening to moms. Moms are resonating with a message like this. If a strategist is there, seeing a video like this I tweeted, I don't know how many millions of views it got just listed. It got like 30,000 likes, 7,000 retweets. Hey, candidates, this is an important message for American people. You may want to consider realizing how important this is to people. Go ahead.
The message will fall upon deaf ears because it is Putin giving the speech, and everyone's like, okay, buddy, keep it moving. But let's just go back 3 to 6 months, There was the newly elected Italian prime minister. What's her name again? Giorgia Meloni, I believe. She gave a very similar speech, and it went worldwide. And I think that's what I think you're. I mean, that's kind of what Jen was going.
Parents
here,
are
is that-
just saying,
Yeah.
dude, leave us alone. Let us raise our kids.
And there's nothing wrong with that. When it comes from Putin, I don't know about all that.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.